How would I describe Poughkeepsie Gulch Trail in the beautiful San Juan Mountains of Colorado? I'd start with amazing cliff views, beautiful waterfalls, fun rock obstacles, and meadows blanketed with gorgeous wildflowers. And did I mention rock obstacles? And you can't leave out absolutely stunning mountaintop views, jagged peaks, mountain rivers, mountain streams, and a gorgeous, bright blue mountain lake. And did I mention rock obstacles? This is Poughkeepsie Gulch, and this is a must-do trail if you're in the San Juan Mountains. Here's a few scenes from part 1 of Poughkeepsie Gulch. This trail is so amazing. I felt to do it justice, I can't just do a quick video here. There's so many amazing parts to this trail. And this is the Mineral Creek section. This is right at the start of the trail. You drive through this awesome cliff view, and then there's a couple of rock formations you can take, and you come up to a section like this where it's just fun. And then we had a waterfall break, played in the water for a little bit, and then we started heading up Poughkeepsie Gulch. And we drove through this little rock section here, and we showed some scenes of the valley once we get up into Poughkeepsie Gulch, how things just open up and you drive through this absolutely gorgeous meadow valley here. I love this trail. I love this area. Colorado's just amazing. And just to be able to be out here, I'm on Poughkeepsie Gulch. You can see all these flowers around me, these mountains around me, these valleys are just gorgeous. And what a gift. What a gift to be able to get out here and drive through this stuff. I mean, this is total gift. I don't know how to describe it any other way. Just added a couple of Colorado pinstripes. This section of road, you're definitely going to get bounced around. This is coming up on a long section of shale rock, and it definitely gets bouncy. It was definitely not my wife's favorite part of the trip. And I know I keep saying it over and over, but look at what you get to drive through. I mean, these mountains are just so amazing. With every turn, with every twist, every time you come around a corner, you open up into another view, another valley, another peak. It's just awesome.
So this section definitely bumpy. It's part of a long shale section, but check out the flowers. Right now, like I said, end of July, these flowers are awesome, and they're right up at your window level.
So as much as I love jeeping and four-wheeling, what Colorado has brought out in me is something I didn't even know that was in me. I've never really been into flowers so much, but I gotta tell you, when you get up in here and you get surrounded by this stuff, it's overwhelming. I love it on a slow day when you can relax and take your time. And this section right here, oh, it's so awesome. The wildflowers are jumping out at you. They're right at your window as you drive through here. And if you're watching on a phone, you're probably not going to get a really good view of this stuff. But if you're on any kind of a big screen, you can look in right here and you can see all the purples, the yellows, the whites. Some of the oranges and reds are a little hidden here, but they're all mixed in there too. And I got to tell you, the wildflowers are just amazing. And as always, there seems to be wildlife somewhere. Here's a deer right off the side of the trail. And I really just wanted to give this section of the trail some attention because it's awesome, folks. It's just awesome. The hardcore four-wheeling is coming up, but take in this scenery, take in this valley. It truly is just mind-blowing.
So we're coming up to the intersection where you have to choose between doing, if you go to the right, you do the wall. If you go to the left, it's extremely scenic, extremely beautiful, but it's the bypass of the wall and some of the bigger obstacles. And we're going to take the wall.
Now, if you choose to not go to the wall, here's a view of me coming down the bypass area. I had spent the day up in the mountains doing some jeeping. I had never done the bypass before, and I just wanted to see what it was like, and I came down here. And I gotta tell you, as far as scenery goes, if you take the bypass, you are not missing a thing, because this section is just beautiful. A couple of little creek crossings, the rock formations, the mountains. Oh, you guys, the scenery, it's second to none. Just second to none. look at those mountains in the background. You're getting ready to come up and drive through a little water section here. I mean, you talk about just feeling so overwhelmed with the beauty. So driving through the water, it's so relaxing. It's just amazing. Look at that view.
Now, once you turn right to take the wall, you got to go through some more shale like this, but coming up, right up there, there's a couple of rock obstacles to get to the wall. And I got to tell you, these little obstacles, they're no joke. You know, I've done them when my Rubicon was stock. It's a little bit bigger now, bigger tires. No issues here. But I can tell you, if you've got a stock vehicle, go check it out before you drive through there. And coming right up here, we're coming to the rocks that I was talking about. And I'm gonna get out. There's a couple guys behind me, so I'm gonna let them get by me and then I'll make my video. These guys in the Broncos are gonna show you what it's like. They're good sized rocks, they're no joke. The Broncos are rocking it today. Good job, good job. So these are the rocks. They're not small. This guy's probably 18 inches, 2 feet. Same with some of these other ones. And that's what you got. So then you got the next little rock garden obstacle, whatever you want to call it, coming up right here. You better be in a small UTV if you're going to go to the left. And if you don't go left, then you got to crawl through this, and I'll show you what it's like. My stock Jeep had no problem getting through this the first time I did it.
The next scene coming up is a drone shot of the little section that we just went through. At the beginning, you'll see the area where I and the Broncos went through the first rock section, and then you come to a little split and you'll see the second rock section, and then it brings you to the amazing obstacle called the wall. The wall is so much fun. If you get a chance to be there and it's not really busy, you'll see there's a lot of line options. There's a lot of different ways you can go up this. And if you get a chance to play in this area, I suggest you take it because it is a total blast. And say hello to Jim and Barb Horn. This is one awesome couple. Now, I had never done a rock obstacle in my life. This was the first time I attempted anything like this, and they just happened to be there. And I asked them if they would spot for me, only to find out that I could have never had a more qualified person. Jim races Jeeps for a living. They race together. Him and Barb race together in Jeeps. They do the Baja, King of Hammers. And he spotted me through this and he said, the only way I'll do this for you is if you let me bring you through the hard side. And I just trusted him from the get-go, and this is what happened. And as you can't tell, I was pretty excited.
Well, I just met a gentleman who helped design this Jeep to get me over this rock. And whether him and his wife like it or not, I'm buying them dinner tonight. And they're gonna spot me going up all this. And we are gonna have a little adventure here.
And I don't know for sure, but I think their dog Kevin had as much fun as we did.
Grab your tow bar. So go ahead and push. Go ahead and take another push up. Go ahead. Coming up. Okay, now just nice and easy. Keep coming up. Keep coming up. Let's go a little faster. A little more faster. Coming up.
Now on the first time up, you'll see here my tire slipped to the driver's side, and it got me kind of out of position for where he wanted me to be, and it made it a little more difficult to get through here. And you're gonna see as I come through here, after I slip, then I ended up getting turtled, and we had to back down and try it again. Again, I had never attempted anything like this, never tried a rock obstacle ever. And it was this right here, these moments right here, they were so exhilarating. This was so much fun. And this literally got me hooked on trying rocks and obstacles.
Driver now? Driver? You're awesome, dude. You're awesome. Keep coming. Driver? Driver? There you go. Keep coming. Yeah!
Woo!
Get that close. There you go. Go right up towards Bob.
Kevin,
right
come
up towards Bob, brother.
Kevin, come here.
You won't, Kevin. He's a wheeling dog. He'll get out.
Good job, Pete. Good job. Good job. Crazy.
Oh, I was on cloud nine. I got captured hook, line, and sinker. I have never had more fun driving a vehicle than I did in those moments right there. And I want to thank you, Jim and Barb Horn, for just giving me the opportunity, taking the time to be with a total stranger, help me get through this stuff, and oh my gosh, so much fun. And later, I had met them up on the trail later, and we got to spend a little bit of time up in front of this gorgeous lake. I got to know them a little bit, and Jim ended up helping me with my Jeep when I made upgrades. He helped lead me and guide me and steer me in the right direction, even helped get the parts, gave me some parts. His company's name is High Desert 4-Wheel Drive, and he furnished some of the steering components when I did the upgrades in my truck. And then this was my very first time back to the wall since that moment, and I thought, I have got to do this again. And I definitely missed having Jim and Barb with me, but the fun was just beginning. You just saw a drone clip of my first time back 1 year later from the time I was with Jim and Barb. This time I'm on 37-inch tires instead of my 33-inch stock tires, and I have a 2.5-inch lift in here, and it makes it so much easier.
And that was the wall.
Now, since my first time doing Poughkeepsie Gulch, I've probably done that trail at least 6 or 7 times. And it's just so much fun. Every time I get to the wall, I meet more people, I get to hang with them, people in side-by-sides, people in UTVs, people in any kind of vehicle that you can think of. And we're all there for one purpose, just to have fun. And this guy was there with his family. He was going up, he was going down, he was hitting this thing from every direction, and they were just having a blast. And of course, I had to take my turns going up and down the wall, trying different lines, watching other people do different stuff, learning from what they did. On this particular day, there was a group of Broncos out there. The day earlier, I was with a group of Toyotas. There was another day, there was probably 15 side-by-sides and all different types of ATVs, UTVs, whatever you want to call them. And oh man, it was just so much fun. It's fun. I love meeting people. I love getting out there doing this stuff. And it's just a blast when you can do it together. Now, on this particular day, I met up with a group of folks that I am going to name David Gray and the Bucking Broncos, because they're all driving Broncos, and David's was the only name that I got out of the group. I gotta tell you, I had a lot of fun with these folks. They were really good folks. We spent some time at the wall, going over different lines together, doing different stuff together. David is up there on the wall right now, spotting for this white bronco. And I gotta tell you, these guys, they were just a lot of fun. They were. We did the next obstacle after this together. We spent some time up at the lake together, and this is just a fun group of people. One of the Broncos ended up getting a flat tire here on the wall as we were driving around trying different lines. He got a puncture, took a while to get it fixed, and then they moved on up and I met them at the next obstacle. Now this was a cool shot right here. This was the drone shot of taking a different line, and this was a different day, and the sun was just beautiful. The lighting was awesome, and this was not only fun, but the lighting made for some really good shots here. And as if getting to do the wall isn't mind-blowing enough, look at what you get to drive through on the other side. Just the gift of being in this place. You guys, it is so mind-blowing. Just look at what you're driving through. You come up the wall, you go to the left, and as you're looking up, you are surrounded by the most gorgeous, gorgeous mountain scenery. And again, this video, all you see is the slice of the camera. When you're there live, you see so much. You see all the surrounding stuff. And once again, I'm running out of time here, and I feel like this trail is so worthy of more time than I can give it here. So I'm gonna have to break this off and go to part 3. And coming up in part 3, this is what you're gonna see.
Yep, right there. Drive her a little. Nice.